Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back. Root Beer here with question number 22 on our 2010 Grade 7 Gauss. In the coin game, you toss 3 coins at the same time. You win only if the 3 coins are all showing heads, or the 3 coins are all showing tails. If you play the game only once, what is the probability of winning? Okay, so I assume it's a fair coin, because this is a Grade 7 contest. They're not going to introduce nuanced notions like weighted probability. Okay, so, well, what can we do? Well, when it comes to probability, the usual way we calculate probability is number of outcomes that we want, in this case, getting 3 heads or 3 tails, divided by the total number of possible outcomes. Anywhere from heads, heads, heads to tails, heads, tails, those sorts of things. So if we just count these two and make a nice little fraction, we're all set to go. Now this isn't the only way to do the question. Here's a real quick way to do the question. We don't care what the first coin flip is, either a head or a tail. But whatever that is, the next 2 coin flips have to match. So if it's heads, well, one half of the time the next flip will also be heads. And one half of that time, of the time after that, we'll get a heads as well. And if you just multiply these together, you're going to see that the answer is going to be 1/4. So that's a very, very, very quick way to do it. But I really think, especially if you're a beginner, or if you haven't seen a whole lot of probability, that this is the way to go. But the answer, I believe, is going to be 1/4. So what can I do? Well, I find a great way to count things out is if I'm organized, it tends to go quickly, and I'm going to make a little tree diagram. This is actually what we tend to do in university when we're counting or doing probability. So I'm going to have my first flip, and it could be either a heads or a tails. I'm going to have my second flip and my third flip. So no matter what if the first flip is heads, you can still get heads or tails on the next flip. And if we just fill this out, each branch from the start here, if we just follow a path all the way to the right, we're going to get a possible outcome. And each of them is going to be different. So, we could go heads, then get tails, and then get tails again. So heads, tails, tails is a possibility here. So if I count up the number of branches, I'll know how many outcomes there are. Okay? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can even list them all out, but there's 8 different possibilities. Okay. I wouldn't recommend you just try and list them out. You should have some sort of picture or diagram or method for writing these out. Don't just try and make them up off the top of your head, because you might leave one out and then suddenly you're thinking the answer is 2 out of 7, when in fact the answer is going to be out of 8, there's only 2 possibilities that we care about. So 2 out of 8, or 1/4. So 1/4 is going to be our answer, and I'm just going to look for 1/4 in the possibilities. It's B again. So B is going to be our answer, and that moves us right along to question number 23, and I will see you for that next time.